also praised the Yankees, and in the meantime sort of knocked Tampa because I've had fun doing that. You know me, cold water on everything. But let's do that here, and let's look at the American League East, and let's look where we stand. First off, if you're the Orioles, let's take it one by one. If you're the Reds, let's go bottom to top. If you're the Red Sox, you have to be disappointed in the first 4 series of the year. First off, you never beat Tampa in Tampa. You've lost 12 in a row. It might even be 13, but you've lost 12 in a row in that ballpark over the last 2 or 3 years. That's a joke. You just lost 3 straight. You've had Duval get banged up. Obviously, you lost 3 in a row to Pittsburgh. That's not good either. And you have Sale, who has been awful. 2 of the 3 starts have been terrible. The other one was average at best. And I said before the year began that he was the most important player in the American League East, and he hasn't been very good. So if you're the Red Sox right now, you cannot be happy with the way your season has begun. This is a team that had to have everything break right to be an effective team in the American League East in 23. And the Pirates swept them. They have not gotten good starting pitching. They've had a couple of injuries. I'd be worried about the Red Sox. That is number 1. Number 2 is the Orioles, and I don't know how the Orioles can be happy at being 6-6. Yes, I mean, listen, I understand they won 2 out of 3 in Texas, so you like that. But they lost a game in Boston, which is unforgivable. What, the drop fly ball in the 9th, which preceded the Duval game-winning home run, second game of the season, which then precipitated losing 2 out of your first 3. You let the A's walk in here and beat your game, and that's a no-no because Oakland is a AAA team. That, I don't care who gets mad. That is fact. They're a AAA team. Live with it. That's just the way it is. They're going to lose 105, 110 games without even blinking an eye, and you got to beat them every time you can. And yesterday they gave up runs in the 8th and 9th inning. I think that is a little bit of a negative for Baltimore. 6-6 to start your season is not the best thing. Plus, you won the first game of a series against the Yankees, and then turned around and lost 2 straight at home. We don't like that either. So 6-6 for the Birds. I don't think that's the best way for them out of the gate. Also in the American League East, the other 3 teams, obviously, I love. Not as much. Tampa will save them for last. Here is Toronto, who has won 8 of their first 12. They played 10 games on the road to start the year, and you got to give them a lot of credit. I mean, that's a brutal road trip, and they won 6 of 10. They lost 2 out of 3 to St. Louis, turned around and beat the Angels. Great comeback there in that last game, and took care of Kansas City. The Tigers are bad, I understand that, but they get 2 in the 9th yesterday to tie the game up. They came back and won the game a little later on. They have the game today. That's a game on our network a little later on. The ballpark is good. They had 35,000 there last night. They're 8-4. I did a radio interview today with the station up there in Toronto. They're giddy about their team. Good start for them. 8 of their first 12, so that is item number 3. Item 4, the Yankees, the aforementioned, and let's give them a little credit. They have played 4 series to date, and they've won all 4. They beat the Giants, a competitive team. Not a great team, not an average team, but they still beat the Giants 2 out of 3 in their first series of the year, and that included beating Logan Webb. So that's number 1. Number 2, they beat the Phillies. Last year, team got to the World's Championship, had a chance to beat the Astros, and the Astros beat them. They beat the Astros twice. The Yankees didn't do that, and the Phillies walked in there, and the Yankees beat them 2 out of 3 at Yankee Stadium. Number 3, they went to Baltimore, lost the first game. They came back and won 2 straight games. You like that. Number 4, they lost the first game to Cleveland, won the next 2. Great win yesterday, down 3-0. Cole's won 3 games. Stanton's hitting. Excellent job by the Yankees. Shortstop's done nothing, but excellent job by the Yankees to start the year. They have won 8 of their first 12. I know this sounds crazy. I'm actually more impressed of what the Yankees have done and what the Blue Jays have done in the American League East the first 12 games of the year than I am about Tampa. And you say, Chris, really? Tampa's 12-0. I understand that, but the Yankees beat 4 pretty good teams. 2 teams made the playoffs last year. 1 got to the World Series. They won 2 out of 3 in Cleveland. The Orioles won 83 games, and the Giants 2 years ago won 107, and the Yankees won 4 straight series. Blue Jays had to start the year with a 10-game road trip. Okay, soft landing spot against the hideous Tigers, but they did a nice job of winning their first 2. 9, whatever they won the first game. Good comeback yesterday, so let's give and then they get the game today. Let's give Toronto credit winning 8 of their first 12. You know, that's going to be a very good team. And now, of course, we get to Tampa. Excellent job beating the Red Sox. I understand that. Alfred mentioned they killed the Red Sox in their building, but still they won the first 3 games. Okay, we'll give them a little credit for that. But still, they beat the A's, they beat Washington, and they beat, obviously, the Tigers, who have won, 2 games? Washington's bad. We understand that. And, of course, the A's we just discussed. So, though you got to win the games that are in front of you, they didn't make the schedule. Okay, I've heard all of that nonsense. I get it. And they are 12-0. Not many teams have done that. Braves, of course, Brewers in 82, 87, respectively. Braves won 89 that year, won the division. Brewers won 91, didn't make the playoffs. And that was, 2 good starts to the year. Joe Torre's Braves. Milwaukee, of course, was, had Yout and good players. Plesac was on that team. So I'm not going to sneeze at 12 straight, but I am going to sneeze at the schedule. That's part of sports, folks. Who you play when you play them is a big advantage. And I'm telling you, having Tampa start with that schedule is a huge advantage. Before the year began, if I told you they were playing Detroit, Washington, and Oakland to start the year, I didn't care who you are, you would have said, Chris, you got to win 7 of those 9 games. All right, they won 9 for 9. Better than I thought. You would have figured they'd lose a couple, but they won 7 of 9. And then they come around and they kill the Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox never beat them, especially there. But, I mean, all right, I'll give them a little credit for that, but I still got to see more. I'm actually more impressed, Yankees and Blue Jays, than I am in Tampa. Worried the Orioles, not great, and you got to be a little worried about the Red Sox out of the gate. Sale, Duval, can't beat Tampa. Problems. I don't love the pitching. Lots to do. There we have it. That's the start to the program. Here's the aforementioned, she is the Joan Rivers of our radio program with Carson, and she says hello of our TV program. Hello there, Alana. How are you today, okay?
I don't know how many people even know who Joan Rivers is. You are fired up on this Thursday morning. My goodness. You need to take some of that fire and light it under the Boston Red Sox. By the way, of course you're so much more impressed with what the Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays are doing. How could you not be impressed by what the Tampa Bay Rays are doing? I understand the schedule, but they're just beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. And not only, Chris, are they beating these teams, they are crushing these teams. They are out-homering their opponents 30-5. They have only trailed in 5 of the 108 innings they have played so far this year. You would be blowing them up if they weren't beating these teams. You can't have it both ways. Peter Bendix was on the show the other day. He said, listen, we're just playing the schedule that we're given, and they are absolutely dominating. Just have a little bit of fun with this. They have an opportunity to match the 82 Braves and the 87 Brewers. Good for them. They're doing it with pitching, they're doing it with defense, and they're doing it with offense. I love it.